Your present reality is a snapshot of the decisions that you've made. I need you to get this because once you get this, ideally, you'd now start to be you'd now start to take different actions. Your whole life, how you look, where you're living, what you're driving, what you have in your life, what you have in your account, your entire life is a snapshot of the decisions you've made in the past. So, point being, to change your life, you've got to change. You're right. You've got to change your decisions. I read a quote. It said, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your decisions, and it fits so perfectly in today's video. When you realize that where you are right now is because of your decisions, and this is key, you then drop the victim mentality of saying, they did this to me. It's because of them. It's because of this, what's happened. You stop blaming everyone else and you start taking responsibility. Take responsibility. No more blaming. No more blaming. It's because of your decisions is where you're at right now. Really let that sink in. Decisions that you have made. So now, instead of crying over spilt milk, we're now going to make better decisions. Let's start with this. Where you are physically right now is because of decisions you've made. You've decided to eat what you've eaten. You've had no self-control. And that is why you are where you're at right now. I'm not talking about medical situations and issues, pre-existing issues. That's a different story. I'm talking about decisions that you have made, right? Why you are the way you are right now is because of decisions you've made. You couldn't control yourself when it comes to what you put in your mouth. And that is why you look the way you look. Let that sink in. Let that sting. Let that burn. I'm on your side, don't worry. I'm on your side. I'm not telling you to fast. I'm not telling you to go on a 5-day no food spree. I want you to be aware of what you're doing to yourself. The reason why you are where you are financially right now is because you made decisions without having self-control, without thinking things through. You've allowed past trauma, you've allowed past conditioning to run your life. We've all been there. Some of us has just caught it early. And I'm hoping this video allows you to catch it early. Catch it now. Catch yourself in the pattern of doing things on autopilot. because that's why you're at where you're at right now. You've been doing things on autopilot, hoping someone would save you, hoping that help would come from the left, from the right. And you think that you continuing the way you're doing things, you making the same decisions will get you a different result. Einstein says you are insane. It starts with your decisions. From today onwards, whenever you're about to make that decision that you know deep down is not good for you, I want you to remember this video, that your life is determined and is a snapshot. Your present reality is a snapshot of the decisions you've made. So if you are eating that cheesecake, for example, and you know you had enough, but your autopilot response is just to clear everything that's on your plate. Why? Because it's disrespectful not to eat all our food. It's not disrespectful. It's portion control. It's self-discipline. Be very intentional of how you live your life. Why? Because if you're not going to be intentional, somebody else's intention is going to run your life. And there's a thumbs up there from StreamYard. Someone else's plans is going to be your plans. So next time, somebody ask you how much do you want, don't just say no. Just give. You decide. Be very intentional with every area of your life, where you spend your money. Be Somebody said that, and I saw a video yesterday when I was doing my research on rich people, and they were saying that rich people are, it's such a dichotomy. They are extremely frugal, and they can spend also very much. They have a duality about them where they are massively frugal. They were talking about Mark Cuban, the guy that's on Dragon's Den, one of those shows. And the guy that interviewed him said that Mark Cuban, he buys a year's worth of toilet paper so he can save 5% each year on purchasing toilet paper. However, he flew in to the interview on a private jet. So you can see that duality there. Many of us, when we get into money, we spend, trying to overcompensate from the lack that we had in the past. However, just similar to Mark Cuban, that you've got to have that duality where you have that frugal side to you and you have that lavish side to you. It boils and all stems and it all comes back to being very intentional on the decisions that you have for your life. Why? Because where you are right now is a snapshot of every decision that you've made. Where you decided to live, where you decided to go to school, who you decided to date, what you decided to eat, where you've decided to spend your money. Where you are right now, look at your situation, look at it, and realize, okay, it was because of my decisions. I can either continue like this or I can change. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. And remember, we're not here just to survive. We are here to thrive. And until next time, peace.